Meanwhile, the chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Uche Secondus, has tasked the federal government to release all political prisoners being detained by the current administration. Mr. Secondus, while speaking in Yola, the Adamawa state capital, during a condolence visit to the Adamawa state governor, Umaru Fintiri, accused President Muhammadu Buhari of creating an atmosphere which is making democracy difficult to thrive. He also called on the media to prevail on the president to ensure the rights of Nigerians are granted and people are allowed to express their opinion on issues of national importance as prescribed by the Constitution. This is coming on the heels of the arrest of the AAC presidential candidate Omoyele Sowore, who was picked up by operatives of the Department of State Services for spearheading the Revolution Now protests.
We want to directly ask Mr. President, President Buhari, to release the political prisoners. It is not done in any political dispensation. What we are saying today is as if we're in the military era. It should quickly and urgently release all political prisoners and allow a democratic atmosphere to strive in a country and where everybody is guaranteed the freedom of speech. I want to call also on the journalists and the media managers that they cannot sit at the fence and watch the country sliding. They played major roles in the past in getting the country out of the hands of the military. This time it looks as if they are sitting on the fence. They should come out all because they've tampered on their persons. They've shot journalists. They killed several of them. It is time for them to join hands with the good people of Nigeria to stand on the path of truth and the path of democracy. Okay, that the president should release the political prisoners.
Public affairs analyst Nejeeb Bello gave his take on this.
Well, it's possible for the court to tell them to release Sowore. Already they've infringed on his rights. It's beyond 48 hours right now. So, but I believe that the DSS would do whatever they want to do, whether the court grants Sowore freedom or not. That's the main issue we should be looking at. Will the DSS, have they shown a consistency of obeying court orders, or they will just go ahead and still hold on to him? Already they've held him since Saturday, so it's more than, I don't see any difference with what the court would decide, but I hope that the court will ask them to free him. 90 days, what do they need 90 days for? You know, it's ridiculous. You just go grab a man and you say you want to investigate. Why don't you investigate before you get him? So you start prosecuting him immediately. I think 90 days is outrageous. I hope the courts tell them to free Sowore, but then will the DSS obey? The thing is, how do you judge that the journalists were supporting the protesters? Were the journalists also chanting, you know, free Sowore, or were they saying revolution now? They were there to cover the incident as much as possible. I knew you were there. So what do they mean by support? You know, it's the way the country is going, especially with the use of the DSS, the use of the police and the army. It's not the way democracy should be run. And this is really part of what this protest was about all the same. So they are even going further to prove that this protest is needed. That's what they are doing. I don't see any difference it will make right now for when the PDP is saying they should, you know, act like a democracy. I saw a statement from the APC chairman, chairman of the ruling party, where he said they are dividends of dictatorship. and it's really scary to see where the country is going now. I hope they do release all of these people. But from the trend we've seen since 2015 till today, they don't listen to this kind of complaints. They don't obey court orders. They don't do any, they just do what they like, what they feel is best for the government.